Hey everyone, welcome to episode 12 of Brewer Magazine, the video blog. I'm the publisher of Brewer Magazine and your host for these video blogs, Tyler Montgomery. Now I want to keep this short because it's Friday and we've all got stuff to do. But I want to touch on two things. One, I want to talk about a little blog that's going around. And trust me, when it comes to craft beer, I'm sensitive to a lot of things: craft beer enthusiasts, world beer enthusiasts, whatever you have. There's probably a blog for it. There's probably some type of, Facebook or social media person that, tweets or Facebooks or whatever about it, or Snapchats about it, or anything. And all those things are great. They all help the industry and they all help move the industry. The only thing I can't get behind, because we're a business resource, is one that came across my Twitter feed last night. And it's been, kind of circulating. I've talked to some of our guys here at Brewer about it. But it was titled, and let me get this correct for you guys: "For God's sake, stop opening breweries. The normals are noticing." And my problem is, the article was well written and, great, that's just perpetuate this blog concept for, media and online. And, I hate that it gets kind of pushed over into journalism or whatever. But outside of all of that, here's my point for everyone that might be listening that doesn't own a brewery currently or is thinking about opening a brewery: just open a damn brewery. Don't worry about what these other people think. Don't worry that there's one on the corner that's right next to you. If they have a problem with it and you want to be a jerk like that, by all means, open a brewery. This is America. You can open a business whenever, wherever you want, provided that you can get all the federal licensing that you need to do, that you can get the money you need for a startup. If you know your strengths and weaknesses, by all means, open a brewery. Open up any business. Start a blog. In my opinion, as a person that graduated from journalism school, there's a lot of people that shouldn't own websites where they're distributing content or distributing their opinions that get all over Twitter or Facebook and start circulating all over the place. In craft beer, we have so many hypersensitive people that don't want you to do this, don't want you to act this way. You started a business. Think about that. It's a business. Yes, it's, as a musician in a previous life and all these things, I understand the purity. I understand what's so great about making fantastic craft beer. But you also have to remember and go back and look at the videos we did with Deb Carey last week. What we have done here is start a business. And business is number one, is to be successful, to reach day to day to day. Because without reaching the next day, you fail and you no longer get to live your dream, which is to own a business. So we can sit around and say, hey, don't do this because, Metallica cut their hair. It's like, you want to get to a point, if you want to distribute in all 50 states, by all means, distribute in all 50 states if you can. And if you want to just stay local and you just want to be a tap room, by all means, be a tap room. But the point is, we get so much little time here on this planet. And I hate to be super, kind of emotionally, peppy or whatever. But if you wanted to start a business, how many people are standing around going, don't start businesses. Businesses are dangerous. If you have this dream and you want to do these things, don't let, because there's beer enthusiasts that don't drink local craft beer or anything along those lines, don't let that stand in your way. If you want to make beer for a living, go make beer for a living. Maybe all your beers won't be good, but maybe one of them will be really good. Maybe you'll have the next great beer in America. Who knows? If you don't start, you'll never find out. And if we let blogs like this and comments like this, the Twitter feeds were praising this, left and right. If the businesses don't start, if the businesses never started, we would never have the New Belgiums. We would never have a Founders. We'd never have Stone. We'd never have Rogue. We wouldn't have any of these great breweries that we really enjoy. Someone started in a small place focusing on their local people at one point or another. And they grew. And they were blessed and they reached a new point, new milestones. This stuff happened to them and they got really lucky. If you do not start, you will never get lucky. That is the one thing I can tell you right now. So if you want to start a brewery, forget what everybody else is saying. Get out there and start a brewery. If you own a brewery and you want to distribute in all 50 states, or you want to distribute in the county next door to you, do it. Don't stop letting people and beer enthusiasts and these craft people that are super, hypersensitive about, the flavor profile you used in your sour. If you think you make good beer and you want to open a brewery, do it. If you want to distribute, do it. If you can find a distributor that will distribute your stuff, go for it. So, as a business person, that's my next step. Now, owning a business, you have to think about day to day to day. Like I said, you have to make ends meet from point A to point B to hopefully ending up at Z, which is super hyper successful. We all became millionaires or billionaires, or now we're Elon Musk and we're flying spaceships to Mars. However you end up, and wherever you end up, take your customers very seriously, but also take your business very seriously. Business is fun. We're all working in beer. We're all having fun. This is a great time. But when somebody tries to short you, don't let that happen. Whether that's, somebody that's supplying you materials or supplying you with equipment or distributorships or anything along these lines, do not let people hurt your business. This is your business. You wouldn't let somebody do something wrong to your kid, and you're not going to let somebody do this to your business. It's very important that you focus on the things that could potentially hurt you, hurt your business, hurt your livelihood, and change the way you live day to day. These are things that are extremely important. So if you ever got out there and you started that business and then somebody decides to try and short you, don't let that happen. Make sure that you spend a lot of time focusing on the things that make your business great and help you be successful. Small things will always jump into the mix, and they will always try and weigh you down. Somebody's always going to try and cut corners on you and try and save money wherever they can. Don't let this happen. And last of all, don't be that company. If you want to make a great stout and you want to sell it for 10% higher than anybody else you've ever seen, go for it. But if it doesn't sell, I'm sorry. If you went against everything else and you tried to manipulate that a little bit just because you wanted to make more money, I'm sorry if that doesn't work. If it does work because you made a great stout and people loved it, that's fantastic. Good for you. And if it equated to the, cost margins and everything, that's even better. Good for you. But my point is, take care of your business. Take care of the people around you. Focus on, the day-to-day. Focus on the year-to-year. Make sure you get to year 5. And last but not least, whatever you want to do with your business, it's your business. Just treat people well, and everything will come back to you properly. Karma is literally number one in owning a business. So you focus on your people, you focus on what you want to do, and you treat your suppliers, your distributors, your customers, your supporters, you treat everybody kindly and in the right way, and you're going to be successful. Guaranteed. So that's all I really wanted to say to you. There's the things that were on my mind, the things that were circulating this week. I hope you can take something from this. Last but not least, make sure you download our mobile app because you're going to get the podcast. We're about to release a really, really unique series on our podcast. So make sure you go there so that you can download this and you can utilize the app. You can check out our new July-August issue that may have not reached your doorsteps yet. It features Country Boy. It's a really cool story about where they came from and how they started and where they are now making tons and tons of beer, which, to our point, if they didn't start because somebody else had an issue with too many people making craft beer, we're not talking about a cover of Country Boy and their massive facility. So anyhow, make sure you download the mobile app. Make sure you leave comments in the comments section so that we can interact with you guys and talk. We do monitor this stuff, so if it takes us a few minutes to get back to you, just be patient. We will get back to you. Also, hit the subscribe button so that you can be alerted when we launch more of these wonderful video blogs, because I know you just love seeing my face. But anyhow, stay cool out there. It's really, really hot in the United States right now, so everybody stay cool, stay hydrated. Proper hydration was water and beer, so don't forget those two little pieces to the puzzle. But have a great time. Get out there, kick ass in your business, have fun. And if you haven't started your business yet and you're listening to this right now, get out there and do it. Just go do it and have fun. But we'll talk to you next time. Hope to see everybody and hear from you in the comment section, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.